Welcome to WRTR Real Talk Radio. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests
and do not necessarily reflect the views of any affiliated organizations or institutions. This podcast is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered legal, financial, or professional advice.
While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, we make no representations or warranties of any kind, express or implied, about the completeness, accuracy, reliability, or availability with respect to the podcast or the information, products, services, or related graphics contained in the podcast.
Any reliance you place on such information is strictly at your own risk. In no event will we be liable for any loss or damage, including, without limitation, indirect or consequential loss or damage, or any loss or damage whatsoever arising from loss of data or profits arising out of or in connection with the use of this podcast.
By listening to WRTR Real Talk Radio, you acknowledge that you understand this disclaimer and agree to its terms. Enjoy the show.
WRTR Real Talk Radio. Featured guest DJs, original shows, music news, the hottest DJs from around the world.
Well, we are at war, friend. We're at war. No one's clear why. But, I mean, we know it's because whatever's in them files. Listen. Whatever is in them files is worth killing us all for. And here we sit inside of another week here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Appreciate you all joining us again. My name is one that you can find again on TikTok under a slightly different TikTok name. It's the Marcus Smoot now, bitch. Marcus Smoot.
Yeah, period. Let them know.
Yeah.
You ain't going nowhere.
No. I won't be silenced, hoes, even though I got like 20-something followers, because anybody... Niggas was like, you show up as user now.
I'm sure you got that.
Yeah. Niggas thought I was AI generated and shit. So, I don't know. What's your name? Who are you?
This is the one and the only...
Is it?
Lyric Bravado.
Is it? Because I Googled and some white woman came up.
I don't know what Google is on, but that's how you know everything on the internet ain't true. So you got to be very careful.
Yeah. I said, who is this Caucasian woman? Woo.
Not I, said the little black girl. I'm appalled. Appalled.
What's going on in your world? The band, everything?
Band is cool.
Good.
Not sure if we're having rehearsal today because we're still like getting stuff together here in the studio. It is coming along. I done got mics now.
Work.
And we have more of a setup, monitors, and all types of stuff. So, yeah, it's coming along. We just waiting for a couple more items, and then we on our way.
I know that's right.
Everything's happening.
Speaking of
as it should.
Right. And speaking of the band, I was thinking about, I'd asked you about having a few of them on or whatever, and I think that would be kind of cool,
Yeah, not all of them, though.
No, I mean, it's like 20 of y'all or something. Like,
it definitely is. Yeah. Deep. But, yeah.
Yeah, so we can maybe work that into a show one day. All right, so instead of doing the mood, because mine is fuck awful, let's instead pivot into something thought-provoking. All right, so how about this game? It's called How Deep Will You Go? Okay?
No. Sounds spicy.
No, it's not a sex game.
Okay, proceed.
Oh, God, this show. It should be a sex game. So, anyways, it's basically a bunch of cards that are seemingly like icebreakers, but the deeper you go into them, the deeper the questions become.
Oh, okay.
So I came across one, and I thought we could do it as like a question of the day type scenario if you're down.
Sure.
All right. So the question is, do you have misunderstood boundaries? And if so, what are they? And no, it's not a sex game.
Do I have misunderstood boundaries? I got to think about that.
While you think, mine... Okay, so I guess I don't know. I've always been seemingly unapproachable, but I don't know. I guess like the older I've gotten, the more comfortable I'd be like, well, don't touch me. Telling people don't touch me. But I think that people mistake me saying that I don't want to be touched meaning that I don't ever want to be touched, like I'm some touch me not lesbian or something, and it doesn't really work that way. It's just like, just touchy-feely people I don't like in general, like just areas and stuff, because you got to think about all the germs we come across, not to mention the fact COVID. If you listen to this show this long, you know how fuck awful I was during COVID with the germophobia and everything, and people put their hands everywhere on everything. So when you get to touchy-feely and you be I'm not comfortable with that. I don't, and I think that it comes across like I think that I'm better than people, and I don't. I just don't want to. People are germy. I'm germy. I don't want to be touching all over y'all either. No. So I think it's misunderstood. Like, I think it comes across as me kind of feeling like, me kind of being like I feel like I'm better than people, but it's never that way. That's a boundary. I don't like to be touched. I don't know where y'all niggas been. I don't like it. I don't like that. What about you?
I had to think about it. Maybe mine would be that people, about the same, people think that maybe I'm unapproachable because I don't smile all the time.
Who does that?
And I don't understand that. Like, maybe I have this sort of resting bitch face, but I don't even like to say that because I'm not bitchy.
Right.
Sometimes I'm just in thought. And people take that as I'm unapproachable, or I look mean, or I look a certain way. And here recently, I've gotten that, like, you already know, but I've gotten that from someone who said that people have said that. And I'm like, that's new for me, because I've never had to experience that. People who know who I am know that I am not that way. So I guess it's a bit of an adjustment to have to explain that to people.
Girl, what you looking at?
Hold on, because somebody is banging on my fucking door, and I'm about to cuss their asses out.
Got you.
1 second.
This should be good.
Why are you banging on the door? That's not mine. No, this is not mine. I didn't order anything. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a podcast. That's why I'm out. Yeah. That's why
cuss their ass out.
So here's the thing. This guy, he used to have a barbershop here. He refuses to change to his new address. I do not know why he's pissing me the fuck off. No disrespect. But he has his clients come here, Uber Eats, all types of stuff. When he is
Uber Eats, wait. That might be pivotal.
Down through this light, across from the fire station. No, in this black house. It looks like a house with a barbershop. So if you go straight through the light, you'll see the fire station on the right, and then right across the street you'll see an old black house. It says Fresh Cuts. I believe that's yes. Yes. Okay, no problem. All right, good grief, man.
I'm leaving all that in the podcast.
You can, because I don't care. Like, at this point, dude, tell your people to stop coming over here. Right. Like, for real, you banging on the fucking door, and I ain't mean to scream on him because he don't know, but I had to explain. Like, tell Slim, stop sending people over here. You don't rent this space no more. Like, get the fuck on before I have to drive over there myself and bang on your shit. Wait. And see how you like it.
But wait, well, you said Uber Eats. I was like, wait a minute. That's pivotal, because shit, if he's sending food, I'll accept it every time. Thank you. Have a great day. Hope he rates you well. Like, yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't have to. I'm not stealing from that motherfucker. He need that food more than me.
That's not stealing. That's a gift. You sent me a gift.
It's Wendy's. He can have that. Now, if it was a seafood boil or some shit, oh, bitch, you're not getting that bad.
Yeah. It's like, this is for. Wait, what's in it? What'd you pick up from?
But it's Wendy's.
Yeah.
You go ahead and deliver that Wendy's, boo.
Yeah.
Because I don't want it.
All right. I think you were in the middle of your boundary, but I don't know.
Yes.
If you want.
Yes, I was. Okay. Before I was rudely interrupted. He probably thought I was mean too.
Yep, resting bitch face.
But I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit because I'm sick and tired of people.
I'm not unapproachable. Bitch, stop knocking on my goddamn door. Sure, girl.
No,
sure.
because he banging like he the police, though. That's like, it's one thing to...
Yeah.
But it's another thing to...
Right.
Like, what you doing?
Right.
What are you doing here?
Like...
And he knew he was wrong. He apologized, so we good.
Just slapped him.
I swear, I can't have a normal day to save my life, bro.
It's what it is. I love it.
It's always something.
So there's your boundary. Don't knock on my goddamn door.
There's
your misunderstood boundary. Good job.
There you go.
Who you want to be like this
in
week?
Real time. Okay. Okay, let's see. I want to be like.
Not Negro spirituals.
I know, man. I need to stop. But I don't have this little boy name on here. Okay, I want to be like young David Bologna.
Bologna?
I'm so sorry.
Like bologna?
I'm so sorry. No, it's not bologna.
Like BOLOGNA?
It's BALOGUN.
Oh, Balogun. Balogun. Or Balogun.
Balogun?
Yeah.
I think that's what that say.
Okay.
Sorry in advance.
Got you.
But he's a 9-year-old who graduated high school
Say
and
that again.
received a full scholarship to college.
Wait, say that again. He's how old?
He's a 9-year-old little black boy.
Wow.
Who graduated high school and received a full scholarship to college. He's from Pennsylvania and has drawn national attention.
I bet he has.
With guidance and support from his parents, he progressed rapidly through coursework designed for much older students, demonstrating advanced aptitude in mathematics and science.
He already got me beat.
The young scholar hopes to focus his studies on black holes and supernovas.
Suck that orange bits through one.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
My bad.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All these kids are amazing.
I know. They really are.
Amazing.
His achievements highlights the expanding role of online education in accommodating accelerated learners and providing flexible pathways for students whose academic abilities extend beyond traditional grade structures. And kudos to you, because I love me online.
I know that's right.
And by the way, I forgot to tell you, guess what came in the mail yesterday?
Your creds.
My shit!
Yeah! Congratulations!
Thank you.
Where'd you hang
find me a damn frame, well, 2 frames, because my Advanced Achievement Award, clock that T,
yeah,
also came in. So I got to get a frame for that certificate too.
Can't wait to see. Can't wait to see. All right, so this week I want to show love to 2 individuals, Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo. Did you hear?
Oh, yes, I did. Okay. You know, I did.
You saw that shit at the BAFTAs. Now, I'm certain most of Black America has heard about this, but in case you didn't, according to The Guardian, pop on over to them real quick. All right, Delroy Lindo, thankful for love and support after N-word incident at BAFTAs. So
from the Tourette's guy.
Yeah.
I heard.
Okay, so British American. Go ahead. Because you falling out. No, it was okay. So it was surface level funny, but like in the grand scheme of things, especially dealing with what we dealing with right now, that was fucked up. And you know what? I want to read the article and then give it to my commentary. So hold on. I don't know. Y'all have heard about this. They got up there presenting an award. This white man with Tourette's was like, nigga, bitch. Like he said, nigger, bitch. Here it is for reference.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making. We're here to celebrate.
So, yeah.
First of all, I read on so many platforms and news articles saying that BAFTA is the problem.
Yeah, it absolutely.
They left that shit in on motherfucking purpose.
Absolutely. Because, see, here's the thing. They had 2 hours. There was a 2-hour delay. They could go in and edit it, and they didn't. I see they took out that speech that one person gave about the, what was his name? Akinola Davies Jr. Yeah, he gave that speech on Free Palestine. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they took that out. Shit.
But not nigger.
Nah, not nigger bitch.
Nigger gotta stay.
Nigger bitch. It was there. It was there in all its glory. But, to see Michael B. Jordan's parents and stuff crying about it, because, their son was publicly called.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
But my whole thing, and I'm not going to profess to know anything about Tourette's other than what South Park has showed me. But
oh my God.
But what I do know, and just being a grown adult person, is if you have an ailment like that, why would you be within earshot of a microphone or a TV screen or something? Especially why would that be a thing? Like, why aren't you in a booth someplace else?
Honestly.
But then that gets in the conversation. No. I get that it's involuntary, but see, that's the thing. When just saying, generally, what I know of Tourette's people, they don't say words that aren't already in their front of mind. So why is nigger bitch even in your vernacular, white man?
That's not really true though, because I've seen it. I've been interested in Tourette's for a long time.
Why?
Now,
Why?
Since I was a teenager. Because I just think it's interesting. I actually met a girl with Tourette's when I was 16.
Was it like verbal Tourette's or was it just like normal tics?
No, it was cussing. It was jerking. It was all of that.
No, okay.
She was, and her specific tic was screaming.
Okay.
That was her main one. So
here we go.
I'm trying not to laugh,
Mm-hmm.
but real shit. There used to be a teen club in Centerville, Virginia. Those who know, if y'all know what I'm talking about, write in and tell me that you know what I'm talking about. So it was this kind of like this Dave and Buster's thing by day, but
with
they
people
had
with
a
Tourette's?
dance floor. Huh?
With people with Tourette's?
No, just listen. It's not just for a Tourette's. It was a teen club. She was a teenager like me.
No, you made it
but
sound
she
like
just so happened to be there the night that I was there.
Oh, okay.
So I had to go to the bathroom. I will never forget that shit. It was me and my friend Rebecca from high school.
Okay.
We went into the bathroom and we hear this girl yelling and we're thinking like she's getting assaulted, or beat up or something. And she was in there by herself.
Oh no, it's a trans in the bathroom.
Screaming at the thing. Screaming at the mirror, going like this.
Oh my God.
No bullshit. True story. And then she looked over at us and she was like, I'm so sorry. It's my Tourette's. I have Tourette's syndrome.
Okay.
And that was my first encounter with somebody with Tourette's. And I was like, what the fuck is Tourette's? So I researched from then to see what it was. And I watched documentaries and all of that. All it takes is for them to hear something.
Or see
they could listen to a song, they could watch something on a movie, and they could hear something, and that would become a tic. So that's not true for real, honestly, that it's already embedded in them. And he felt so bad, he ended up leaving.
As he should. Why were you there?
It was definitely not on purpose.
You know what? I don't want to be that.
I blame BAFTA because y'all motherfuckers are shady as shit. Y'all knew y'all could have edited it out, and y'all left it because y'all wanted ratings. Y'all knew it would be all over the news. It would be all over social media.
Yeah,
and you knew people would be talking about it, and y'all wrong as shit for that.
Yep. Definitely their fault, but I still call racism. Because white man, nigger bitch, really? In your vernacular? I don't buy it. There's some smells a little crackery.
People with Tourette's on there, they understand that too. They understand. They was defending him because it's like it's a real neurological issue.
True.
Something real that they have to deal with every day. And sometimes it's painful for them depending on their tics. Since I know what I know, I can't with a clear conscience say that he was racist because I don't know him personally. I have to see a pattern to say that somebody is racist. But for right now, until something else comes out, and says that, oh yeah, he did this and he did this and he did this, I can't call that man racist. I got to be fair about it.
That's fair. Okay. Well, I mean, that's okay. And again, I don't doubt that Tourette's is a thing. I don't. I know it's a thing, but it's just something about that particular. Why is that your tick? How many? Why is that the tick? But okay.
Because he could have heard it somewhere.
He could have.
Like there's this white girl. Her name is
Snoop.
Braylon. She's on
Nigga
TikTok.
bitch.
Watch her ticks. She watches like different people's stuff, and I've heard like, what does she say? God damn! You know that?
Yeah,
that soundbite?
Yeah.
That has become one of her ticks because she's
God.
heard it so many times on people's things.
I just thought
so
about
now
something.
she be like, God damn! God damn! She was riding in the car with her boyfriend, and somebody did something while they was driving, like cut them off, and the boyfriend said "fucking cocksucker," and she heard that, and then she 5 minutes later she kept saying "cocksucker, cocksucker, cocksucker, cocksucker."
Oh my God.
That's how Tourette's works. So honestly, he could have heard that shit from a movie or a song or anything. I don't think that man's racist.
Wow.
And to be clear, he could have sat his white ass in that place, because he was invited, if I'm not mistaken, and sat there and let another tick be disruptive. But he did the honorable thing and excused himself. So I think that to me speaks volumes, and I think he didn't mean no harm. That was just an unfortunate event.
Well,
That
shout
doctor
out.
could have edited out.
Well, shout outs to Michael and Delroy for holding it together and being the black professionals that you two gentlemen are. So
We go.
That was, that's why I want to be like y'all, because y'all held it together. Because had it been me,
I don't want to.
Let me explain.
He would have threw that fucking mic at them. No.
Oh, baby. I would have turned over some cameras, snatched some wigs on the. Oh no, baby, no. Couldn't have been me. But shout outs to you, gentlemen. You handled that well in a way that I could not fathom. Cause what do you mean? Anyways, y'all bullshit up next. If it were lyric, we'll be right back.
We are living in a time when it can be hard to hope. Each day we wake up to some new assault on our democratic institutions. Another setback to the idea of the rule of law. An offense to common decency. Every day you wake up to things you just didn't think were possible. Each day we're told by those in high office to fear each other and to turn on each other, and that some Americans count more than others, and that some don't even count at all. Everywhere we see greed and bigotry being celebrated, and bullying and mockery masquerading as strength. We see science and expertise denigrated, while ignorance and dishonesty and cruelty and corruption are reaping untold rewards. Every single day we see that. And it's hard to hope in those moments. So it may be tempting to get discouraged, to give in to cynicism. It may be tempting for some to compromise with power and grab what you can, or even for good people to maybe just put your head down and wait for the storm to pass. But this man, Reverend Jesse Lewis Jackson, inspires us to take a harder path. His voice calls on each of us to be heralds of change, to be messengers of hope, to step forward and say, send me wherever we have a chance to make an impact, whether it's in our school, or our workplaces, or our neighborhoods, or our cities. Not for fame, not for glory, or because success is guaranteed, but because it gives our life purpose, because it aligns with what our faith tells us God demands, and because if we don't step up, no one else will. How fortunate we were that Jesse Jackson answered that call. What a great debt we owe to him. May God bless Reverend Jackson. May he rest in eternal peace. God bless you.
Back in 2017, Reed Hastings, the former CEO of Netflix, said that Netflix's biggest competitor wasn't HBO, it wasn't Amazon. It was sleep. Like, literal sleep. And then he said, and we're winning. That's such a wild thing to say out loud. Like, think about it. That moment you're tired and you're falling asleep, you feel yourself falling asleep, but you look at the TV and you're like, you know what, just one more episode. That's the moment thereafter. The countdown starts before you even move. The next episode loads automatically. Whole seasons drop at once, so there's no natural stopping point. There's no space to breathe, no built-in break, no week to process. Just keep going. And I'm not pretending I'm immune. I've absolutely looked up and it's 1:37 a.m. and I'm just irritated with myself. Not even because the show is that good anymore, just because it kept rolling and I kept letting it. That's the part that gets me. It's subtle. Nobody forced us. They just made it easier to stay than stop. And sleep is not something you can do without. It regulates your mood, your memory, your hormones, your immune system, your patience. And when you don't sleep, everything feels heavier the next day. So when a CEO says that they're competing with sleep and they're winning, what he's really saying is that we figured out how to keep you watching longer than your body naturally would. And we've normalized it. We joke about it. We send "Why am I still awake" memes. We laugh about being exhausted. Meanwhile, your rest is literally being treated like an obstacle. They don't have to beat another streaming platform. They just have to beat your pillow. They just have to make the next episode easier than turning off your TV. And most nights, that's enough. Now, I'm not saying burn it all down. I'm just saying notice it. Because once you realize that somebody else's business model includes your fatigue, you can't really unhear that. Now I'm serious. Go to bed.
Maybe not what you should do, but definitely she would if it were lyric.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl, Miss Lyric, and I'm back with my segment, If It Were Lyric, where I discuss your relationships, situationships, and friendships, and everything in between, and I give my 2 cents about it. Now, if you want to continue sending me your advice questions or your stories for me to comment on, please send them to my email at lyricbravado@gmail.com. All right, well, let's get into it, shall we?
We shall.
All right. Ooh, my first one is from a man.
Work.
I like that.
I don't.
This is Devin from Tennessee.
Okay.
And he writes, Dear Lyric, how do I accept the amazing relationship I'm in with my fiance and enjoy it? I met her back in September and we recently got engaged. Very short time to be together. We met while I was traveling and we just clicked on a level I've never been with anyone before. We talked extensively about what we want and the life we'd want to live, and I haven't clicked with anyone like this. We're getting married this June. Oh, congratulations.
Wait, September. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
September. It's
I have
February.
been hurt
It's
a
March.
lot, cheated on, lied to, and manipulated in the past relationships that I've been in. This relationship has been backed by our actions to show that we are honest, open, and committed. I have literally zero reason to have concerns. She's honest, transparent, and very caring, and I have done the same. My question is, how do I accept this? I always feel like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I always feel like I'm waiting to be blindsided and hurt again, even though I know through evidence and actions that couldn't be the furthest from the truth. She's incredible, and we work so well together. We also communicate extremely well. We've made changes in our lives to get ready to spend our life together, and it's been so easy and effortless. But it's eating me alive, feeling like I'm waiting to be heard. I've been very open about this with myself, her, and my therapist. I did trauma therapy, and we even did some couples workshops. We are long distance until May when she moves in, just to be ready and to work on our relationship even more. I'm tired of feeling like this, and I want to be the best I can for her, and more importantly for myself. I don't want to base our relationship on my feelings or past trauma. How do I move on and learn to live in this joy? Thank you so much for any advice you may have for me.
Well, Devin from Tennessee. If it were lyric, What would you do?
If it were me, I wouldn't be rushing to get married so quick. I understand that y'all love each other and you're so perfect and everything's going well and this, that, and the third, but it seems to me that you still have some emotional baggage that you have to work on.
Stick with that therapy.
As far as trusting goes. And I'm not saying that she's a bad person. I'm not saying that she's not the woman for you. She could very well be your soulmate and the person that you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life. But I don't think that y'all should rush to get married until you have resolved these issues that you're feeling. One of the things that I would recommend is to continue going to therapy and working on it, because one thing that you cannot do is get into a brand new relationship and treat the person that you're in this new relationship like how the old past relationships have been. When you haven't fully healed, you're going to put your past trauma onto the new person and add new trauma to them, and that's not good for a nurturing relationship. So my advice would be to hold off on getting married. Not to say that y'all need to break up, but hold off on getting married and continue your therapy for at least another 6 months to a year.
And also see how it is living with her. One of the things that jumped out in the letter was that y'all are long distance till May. She ain't even moved in yet. You don't know if she leave her period panties lying on the couch or not. Like, you don't know.
That's another thing too. Ask those questions, but it sounds like y'all have a good relationship and you communicate well. So if those questions have not been asked, how do you like to go about your day as far as your everyday life? What is your style when it comes to running your household and things like that? Ask those important questions, because like Marcus said, like, it would be such a shame for y'all to have this great relationship and then you move in and then you start resenting the person because
that bitch
you
took
feel
a deuce
as though
in
they're
the
not
sink.
as clean as you thought they were, or they do little things that annoy you.
She left her toenail clippings all over my Xbox. Like, what? Are you kidding? What?
Hair all in the drain,
All of
makeup everywhere. Like, you just never know. Just have those conversations and get that therapy. Hold off on the wedding, because y'all not going nowhere. If y'all love each other the way that you say in your letter, then waiting a little while to get married is not going to hurt you. It's actually going to enhance your relationship and make your marriage stronger. And that is my advice to you, Devin from Tennessee.
Work, Devin from Tennessee. All right, this is heavy, so buckle up, girl.
Oh, God. I need a drink.
Dear Lyric, the both of you remind me of my cousins with their shit together that I'd like to be like when I grow up. But on to my letter. Shit together, me?
Where's Ashton Kutcher?
Being punked. Oh, God. All right. She says, don't judge me, and I know this is a lot, but if anyone can make me smile when I'm driving home in traffic, it's the two of you, so please pick my letter. Yesterday, I discovered by accident that my new boyfriend of 4 months was taking prescribed medication daily for hepatitis B.
I'm hanging up.
Why?
I'm hanging up.
When I asked him about the medication and how his condition is, he tried to deflect the question and told me it was not a serious disease. He got angry and said I'm overreacting with my concern about my health being put at risk due to not knowing he had Hep B and the fact we were having unprotected sex. When I asked why he didn't tell me, he insisted that he purely assumed that I would be vaccinated for hepatitis B and that this is why he never bothered to discuss his condition with me or check in and ask if I was immunized. I'm really shocked that he did not tell me and devastated that he's put my health at risk. I told him that I was really devastated, scared, shocked, and I was feeling really distrustful of someone I thought loved me. It took him ages to admit that he was reckless, and he only said sorry under duress because I was raising my voice in frustration and him seeming not to care. I understand that he had 4 other live-in relationships over the last 10 years, and I asked him if he'd bothered to tell those partners that he had hepatitis B condition. He claimed that there were conversations with his ex-partners and that they were already immunized when they were together. It's hard to know if he's being truthful. I got a blood test this morning to check if I'm infected, and I am eagerly awaiting results that will take a few days. I will get immunized as soon as I get the results, or worse, be prescribed medication if positive. I really don't know what I should be considering, or even in terms of moving forward in this situation, especially if I'm positive, because then it would be even easier to be with someone that knows what I'm dealing with. What would you do if you were in my stylish yet affordable shoes? With love, April.
Break up with that nigga.
Yup.
Because ain't no motherfucking way you knew that you had something, didn't have a conversation with me, and at least give me the choice on if I was comfortable enough to continue the relationship with you. Fuck no!
Yep.
Fuck no! And isn't that a charge?
I would think that's exactly what I was going to say.
I'm calling the police.
Yes. Yes. I'm just
Police.
doing it. Yeah, right
Police
now.
me now.
Report.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bruh? Child, if you got some older brothers, some male cousins, your father,
Take it to the
whoever,
streets.
they need. Well, I can't even say jump that nigga because the shit.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
But so you need to get fucked up for
No,
that because
yeah.
that's crazy.
Still, fuck
That's
his ass up.
crazy. You don't do that.
That is grimy. There are some grimy people out here. And then you assumed you have something that could potentially put me in danger. And you know it. It's one thing if you test, I test, and we both fucked up, nobody know where it came from. But you knew this before. Like, you knew this beforehand. And you chose to put my life at risk? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah.
I'm going to the hospital. I'm going to get tested. And as soon as I leave that bitch, I'm going to the motherfucking police station. And you're going to be underneath the fucking jail.
Sorry, girl.
I really hope that
talk to somebody about, working through this.
It comes out in your favor. If it does not, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I'm so sorry that happened to you. But take that motherfucker to the police station. Get his ass locked up before he do that shit to somebody else.
Yep.
Cause what the fuck? That's the same shit that one guy was doing. Was he from around here? Or he was on the East Coast. He knew he had HIV, and he was going around burning bitches.
Yeah, I do remember a story like that back in the day. I think we talked about this.
I heard about that man that had HIV since 2010 and was going around intentionally spreading it to multiple women and only got caught because a nurse decided to break HIPAA? Yes. So he was dating a woman named Sarita for about 5 years. He gave her HIV, but she had thought that maybe he just cheated because she wasn't exactly sure how she contracted it. But when she found that she had it and she let him know, she said that he was too calm about it. That's when she started to think, like, he had to have cheated on me. I think he cheated on me and gave it to me. But she didn't have any proof. She was not sure. One day she received a text message from a nurse, and a nurse said, I know this is breaking HIPAA. I know I may lose my job, but I cannot stand by and allow this to continue to happen. The man's name is Kareem. She said Kareem has had HIV since 2010. He was diagnosed at my clinic, and he literally never came back to get any medicine, treatments, or anything. So she just knew that he was going around intentionally spreading it, and he was not taking care of himself. Once the nurse told Sarita this, she was pissed, of course. Because like I said, when she first caught it, based on his reaction, she was like, did he cheat and just give it to me? But like I said, now that was brought to her attention, that he already knew he had it and had it way before the relationship, had it in a relationship and didn't say anything, that was a different level of betrayal. She said she just felt like you literally tried to unalive me. Why would you intentionally give me something like that? Like, you have to make someone aware that you have that and allow them to choose if they want to deal with you or not. But in his case, he wanted to intentionally give it to someone. I'm pretty sure nobody would sign up for that. So Rita confronted him and asked him why would he intentionally do that to her. He had no answer. He just continued to lie. He could not give her no answer. Not even stand up enough to be honest about his intentions. Sarita found his wife's number, gave her a call, and the wife let her know that, yeah, like, he's had it for a while. He gave it to me. He cheated on me with multiple women, gave it to them. She was basically like, that's his MO. Like, that's what he's been doing. They weren't clear on this part, but I'm assuming that Sarita found out he had a wife after the fact, or maybe if she already knew, they probably got like a separation situation going on, of course, because he cheated and gave her HIV, so the wife wasn't dealing with him either. But that's crazy. It's too many stories of this going around. Like, that's why it's crucial that, I know you may like someone a lot, but before you get into a serious relationship with them or even decide to engage with them intimately, you need to see papers. This honestly could have avoided that. But I know a lot of people don't do it all the time, so I'm not saying it's anybody's fault, of course, but it's just very unfortunate. I hate that she had to contract that. Like, that's crazy. But this is a very unfortunate situation. I'm so glad that Sarita is aware of her status now so that she can take care of herself, so she can live as long as she possibly can. But guys, please be safe out here. There are people with horrible intentions and that just are not to be trusted at all.
On purpose. And he's in jail now.
Yeah,
They caught
there are
that
some grimy
motherfucker,
people.
put his ass in jail. Cause yeah,
It's
that's
considered assault.
I don't
right?
know what they ended up charging. No, it's like attempted murder or something. They charged him with something.
Huh.
Conspiracy or something. I can't remember. I had to look it up. But yeah, that motherfucker's underneath the jail because you put a death sentence on somebody and you did not fucking tell them. And the reason why I say that is because everybody don't have access to medications and stuff. Everybody can't afford to get, especially in
2026.
Economy.
Yep.
So no.
Nope.
That's crazy.
Get his ass.
Jail.
Yep.
That's all I have today. That shit done pissed me off all over again. Nobody better not knock on my fucking door. I'm gonna yell at they ass just off of that story alone.
That is not
crazy.
That boundary is not misunderstood at all. That is a boundary. What do you mean? That first off, I mean, I'm not okay. So hindsight always 2020, but I just know that I'm having conversations with anybody before a condom comes off. We gonna have to have some kind of conversation.
First of all, conversation. We can have a conversation. I want to see some test results. Let me see that.
But it doesn't even look like y'all even talked, let alone test results. Wow. Okay. My heart goes out. That's
all I got for y'all this week, because y'all just disturbed me. And it's been a while since y'all really disturbed me like that. But if y'all want to keep disturbing my spirit, please send me your advice, questions, and stories to my email at lyricbravado@gmail.com. And until next time, see y'all.
Okie dokie. Let's troll this timeline. Up next. We'll be back in a second.
We have some breaking news this evening, Thursday, March 5th, 2026, around 11 p.m. East Coast time. A few hours ago, we learned from CNN, and this can be cross-checked across different publications, that the Justice Department has posted an FBI interview memo related to the Trump sex abuse allegations. This is a brand new document that was just recently released by the DOJ on the official DOJ website. I'm going to provide you with the document number, and then I'm going to read the allegations related to Donald Trump. This is a 10-page document, so I do recommend you go to the Department of Justice website, download this document. As we know, they have been removing files, and keep it handy. On my page, mental health comes first. So if you are not in the headspace to hear these allegations, please make sure you save this video and come back to it later, or scroll on. I am also going to request that anyone that is listening to this in the presence of minors do the same. This is document number EFTA 02858481, which you can find on the Justice Department website. I also want to note before I start reading that this date up in the corner is August 22nd, 2019. If you're following along as I'm reading, I'm starting at the end of page 7 where Trump is first mentioned, and I also want to mention that anywhere I say the word blank is something that has been redacted. It says, blank recalled at least one incident in which Epstein took her off of the island when she was between 13 to 15 years old. He drove her and or flew her to either New York or New Jersey. She was, quote, introduced to someone with money. It was Donald Trump. Blank and Epstein were with others, to include Trump, in a very tall building with huge rooms. Trump did not like blank. And there's a quote. It says, from the get-go, he didn't like that I was a boy girl, referencing tomboy. Blank could not recall the identities of the other individuals present. However, they all exited when Trump asked everyone to leave the room. Trump mentioned something to the effect of, quote, let me teach you how little girls are supposed to be. Trump unzipped his pants and put Blank's head, quote, down to his penis. Blank, quote, bit the shit out of it. Trump struck Blank and said words to the effect of, quote, get this little bitch the hell out of here. Blank advised she bit Trump's penis because he disgusted her. And then it says, quote, he had money. It reeked off of him. At that point, people re-entered the room. No further information was provided. Blank recalled a blonde, beautiful woman approaching her at some point that day after her interaction with Trump. The woman said, quote, let me give you a tip, little girl, about your breasts. Wear a bra every night. Those words have stayed with her throughout the years. Blank got the feeling the relationship between Epstein and Trump included a certain amount of jealousy. She thought Trump appeared jealous of Epstein, but at some point they ended up on level playing fields. Trump and Epstein sometimes used the terms, quote, fresh meat, quote, untainted, and, quote, not jaded, while referring to little girls. At the time she heard it, Blank did not understand the term, quote, not jaded. She subsequently looked up the word jaded. Blank stated she had 2 additional interactions with Trump, but she asked that the interview move on to a different subject for the time being. Then we have to jump to the very last page. This is on page 10, where Trump is mentioned again. It says, Epstein talked about blackmailing people in front of Blank. Blank was confident Trump knew Epstein blackmailed people because she heard Epstein and Trump talking about it. Blank stated she knew Trump had illegal building permits. She heard of him, in parentheses Trump, talking about washing money through casinos. Number 6 is Donald Trump's favorite number. Blank was not sure how she knew that, but she had heard it at one point. Blank stated that Epstein's blackmailing of her mother, quote, ruined my family. Blank asked the agents to keep her safe, stating, quote, throughout my life, his, being Epstein's people, found me, have kept tabs on me. And that is the end of the document. I'm just going to let the survivor's words speak for themselves. There's no analysis to add here. I was interested, though, in the idea that Donald Trump's favorite number is 6. And in some brief research, I couldn't find much other than the fact that his famous penthouse in New York City in Trump Tower is located on the 66th floor. If anyone else has any insight to this, let us know in the comments. But yeah, this is where we are as a nation. Knowing all of this and not subpoenaing the president to have some sort of hearing to answer questions, it is a true sign of the dictatorship that we now live under.
Time to troll.
All right, we're back, and it's time to troll the timeline. How many you got? I got 4, I guess I want to talk about.
See, mine's could make for an old nasty piece of news to make you nauseous also.
Oh.
So I don't know.
I got a twofer.
Because people have been really like losing their shit lately. I don't know what the fuck people be on.
Okay.
But I'm disgusted by what's been on my fucking timeline.
All right.
Well, you want me to go first?
Sure.
A Cal State basketball coach was arrested after being accused of living a double life as a pimp across multiple states and was also in possession of child pornography that included kids as young as 4 years old.
What the fuck? Girl, did we die and like now we're stuck in hell? Like, is that what happened? Like, maybe like when you die, you don't know you dead and we're just over here in hell, just like la la la, everything's fine. And then you look up one day and there's pedos everywhere. What the shit is happening?
I'm real mad about it. Wait. I'm real mad about it.
Hold on, I couldn't see the picture. Is that a black man?
It sure the fuck is.
Wow.
A 4-year-old nigga. A 4-year-old
Wow. Bitch. I was certain this was some Caucasity. Wow. No.
Oh, nasty.
Niggas.
Disgusting. Dirty. Trifling.
It is raining pedos.
Diabolical bitch.
Ugh. Wow, it is raining. Oh, you know what? This ain't even on my list, but did you hear that your boy coming out soon?
Who?
Diddy. He's getting...
No, I did not hear that.
Off good behavior. He won't serve his full sentence because of good behavior. So we're just going to put him back out on the road. Just put him back out in these streets. Somebody tell Johnson & Johnson, here comes Sean. So, I mean, golly. Okay, that wasn't on my list, but detestable white women are. Did you hear about Paula Deen?
No, I did not.
All right, let me preface this with, okay, y'all know I got a new TikTok. And they still think I'm a white woman because I be watching all their shit. So, especially after all these, after these leaving MAGA posts and these confessions and shit. So, it's very interesting. So, don't judge me. But Paula Deen has made her way into my gaze and she ain't got nothing to do with me. But this is my first time hearing about this. And I saw a video on TikTok that led me over to reading this article that I found on People. Headline: Man who held Paula Deen at gunpoint in 1987 found dead in his New York apartment.
Ooh. Oh,
I didn't. Okay,
now Paula
so
Dean is a gangster, and you hired that motherfucker ahead.
well, no, that wasn't the case. But this
How
I
you
did
know?
not know. All right. Eugene Thomas King Jr. was found guilty of holding Dean at gunpoint when she was a bank teller. So the man best known for holding Paula Dean at gunpoint has been found dead in his Brooklyn, New York apartment. Eugene Thomas King was found dead on February 27th, blah, blah, blah. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The cause of death has not been released. This is the part that I found interesting. King Jr. held Dean, 79, at gunpoint during a bank robbery in 1987 when she was working as a teller prior to her career as a celebrity chef and businesswoman. The experience was highlighted in 2013 when Dean was accused of sexual and racial harassment by a former employee, Lisa Jackson. When under oath if she'd ever used the N-word, Dean replied, "Yes, of course." She said in a court that she had used the racial slur when talking to her husband about, quote, when a black man burst into the bank that I was working at and put a gun to my head, end quote, adding, quote, I didn't feel real favorable towards him, end quote. Following the backlash from Dean's confession, she appeared on the Today Show with co-anchor Matt Lauer asking her if she was a racist, a claim she denied. Did you know anything about this story?
Nope.
Neither did I. But she said the day that I used, these are her words, quote, the day that I used that word, it was a world ago. Dean said it was 30 years ago. I had a gun to my head, a shaking gun, because that man had the gun to my head, unbeknown to me, was my customer at the main office. So anyways, just I put that in there just because another case of white people in stress, and the first word to fly out their mouth is nigga. So I'm just saying. I'm about
to piss you off again.
Oh, hell. What?
I told you it was back-to-back stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so an Orange County, Florida nurse.
Oh, hell, Florida.
Was arrested for allegedly sexually assaulting a woman who recently had her leg amputated.
Wait.
Okay. While she's laid up in the hospital bed, he reportedly drugged her with morphine after hearing her speak about the attack to other nurses to try to quiet her.
Florida. I don't know what to tell. Like, these sexual assaults, and then she ain't got no leg. She can't even kick you. Like, okay. Well, speaking of predators, did you hear about Tyler Perry?
What did he do now?
Well, he's swinging on that closet door as per usual, but according to the source, Tyler Perry fights for dismissal of $77 million civil suit filed by actor. Tyler Perry is asking a judge to throw out a lawsuit seeking $77 million with his legal team, arguing the claims are baseless and motivated by money. So, court filings obtained by our friends at TMZ show Perry strongly denying accusations made by the model and actor Mario Rodriguez, who alleges the filmmaker made unwanted advances towards him. Perry's attorneys contend the allegations, quote, have no basis in fact or law and no merit, end quote. I'm just saying, another pattern is Mr. Perry fighting off all these men that keep alleging that, men that worked for him, by the way. You know,
I know.
Yeah,
I heard.
that. Yeah, he keeps swinging on this closet door. And you know what? This is about to send me down another rant because this is my issue with the church shit, right? Because it'll be these same aunties and shit that will sit there and tell my faggot ass because I'm living comfortably as an out of the closet homosexual that I'm somehow going to hell, or that my soul is somehow, or I'm the abomination or whatever else fuck shit y'all got going on. Y'all will do that all day. But then when you have people that do predatory shit with non-consenting people that don't want them, y'all will defend them consistently. Oh no, it's not. Yeah. It's not that. Oh no, I believe Tyler. I believe him. What's your proof? He's got all that money, and because when you have money, people just gonna sue you and this, that, and the third. How is it that it's the same kind of people that worked for him, these same white boys, these same light-skinned men that keep having all these allegations Why does this
My
stuff
thing
continue
is,
to happen?
why does he keep putting himself in the same predicament for people to, even if that's not what it is? Let's just say, why do you keep putting yourself in the same predicament, having inappropriate or what could be deemed as inappropriate text conversations and messages to people who work for you? If it were me...
Oh, no, this isn't... Oh, you're talking about the other one. No, this one has text also.
This is a new one?
This is somebody else than the one that we previously talked about
but
on the
see,
show.
that's proving my point. Why do you keep putting yourself in these predicaments to have this happen? So, as far as I'm concerned, the math is math, and the common denominator is you.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be lying, and if they are, it's still your fault because you keep putting yourself in these predicaments for people to say these things about you. It's your fault.
Well,
you're sending pictures, you're doing this, you're having these conversations.
You're just... It's okay. I'm not saying I can't speak your ministry for you, but it's perfectly fine to be gay. What is not perfectly fine is to think that because of your proximity to wealth or your access or whatever else is that doesn't give you an excuse at that point to advance yourself on someone who is not willing. But you don't like that because you still have this church demographic that you're trying to appeal to, and you can't deal with anybody that's above the radar. You got to continue to stay in them closets, in my opinion, of course.
Oh, no. I believe that wholeheartedly, too.
I believe it.
Because, to be honest, I don't feel like he's going to deal with anybody who's out in the fear of them wanting to snitch when shit goes bad. Because it has happened in the past.
It has.
Especially with these preachers. They get with these guys who are out on down low or whatever you want to call it. And then when shit goes south and they stop getting that coin, they start getting them payments. Then people start going public, and it is what it is.
Well,
so
let me tell you,
I agree with you on that, too.
I mean, and you know what? My whole closeted journey being, not comfortable with who I am, just getting comfortable with who I am, it was all over the place also. And there was a time in my life that I wouldn't say I was down low, but I was down low. And it was like, okay, well, I wasn't living my truth, and I was putting on facades. But see, the difference with me is I went online and I created a little Yahoo ad asking for a lesbian, and she and I both were under that same situation with our families. She'd tell her family she was with me, I'd tell my family I was with her, and we went our separate ways. I don't even remember her name. Yeah.
You never told me that? I'm learning something new today,
This was a long time ago. But yeah,
I'm learning something new. Okay, I was today.
I didn't do no predatory shit, but yeah, I would deal with men preferably that were under the radar. I wouldn't deal with anybody that was above the radar. So I get it, but what I don't get is this predatory shit. This, I can have anybody that I want to. That billionaire kind of mentality that we're seeing so outwardly right now. Like,
but see, the difference between what you're talking about and what I feel he is I don't ever feel like you were down low. I felt like you were private, and those is two totally different things.
True.
You knew who you were, but you kept things to yourself.
Correct.
That's not the same thing as denying certain things or trying to live your life one way and then really being like something else in the public eye. Like, no. You've always, to me, when I came around, you've always been the person that has been private.
Right.
Unless you really know them, and then you'll share that side of you with. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
True, but I mean,
but Tyler Perry's a down low. Allegedly, he's down low. He's down low. I've been saying that he's down low.
Well, anyways,
allegedly.
Alleged.
So we don't get sued.
All alleged.
And he try to sue us. You ain't getting shit.
Yeah, ain't shit to get.
You gonna be mad at yourself.
Listen, it's gonna cost you more to file the suit than you will get from us.
Okay.
There you go.
Just saying.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I got one. Britney Spears is back in the news.
Why?
Britney Spears is possibly facing jail time after pills were found during her DUI arrest. Sources say that the pills were Adderall purchased in Mexico. Sources also say that Britney frequently travels there and that one of the reasons is to get medication. And you know what? I don't see a problem with that because guess what? This just happened. to me yesterday. They tried to not run my 2 prescriptions through my insurance, and one of them was like $150 something, and the other one was $60. And I said, you better get my fucking shit straight, because I'm not paying that or that. shit is expensive now.
Yeah.
If you don't have insurance, you're fucked. I'm serious. It's hard out here.
It is.
So I don't blame her, but they're testing it to see if it contains other things like fentanyl, cocaine, meth, and other substances. So
okay,
we shall see.
Brittany, please don't
but
break
Brittany,
so
girl,
many.
why you driving and you're drunk? Like, girl, you too rich for that.
Don't break the hearts of your. What are her fans called again? Spear chuckers or something? I don't know.
I have no idea. I've never been one of those. Never.
Okay.
But for real, girl, you can have a driver, call somebody to tell them to come and take you somewhere. Like, come on, girl. I'm rooting for her.
As am I, kind of. All right, so. All right, you want to go political or ratchet next?
Ratchet.
All right, so. There was this chatter about NBA YoungBoy supposedly going back and forth with his baby mamas. So my dumbass Googles NBA YoungBoy baby mamas, and 10 of them hoes popped up. Did you know this? I ain't had nothing to do with no NBA YoungBoy. Yo,
I did notice that, but they're more so like my kids' range, so I don't listen to their music.
Right.
I tend not to follow them. And honestly, he's more so like on Shade Room Teens.
Yeah, and that's actually where
I don't care about that motherfucker.
Well, the thing that caught the caught my ear was he had said NBA YoungBoy. I'm reading this on the Shade Room, of course. NBA YoungBoy is balancing the rapper lifestyle with fatherhood, especially after recently welcoming a new child with his wife Jaslyn. Between internet speculation and public call-outs from the other mothers of his kids, things have taken a tense turn online. Now, previously he was going back and forth with Star Janae, one of his co-parents, added to the drama with with this tweet. Be in your kid's face the way you be in them hoes' faces. Kentrell, you a low down dirty dog nasty bitch. So this week, Arcola, another co-parent, spoke out, sparking back and forth over her and YoungBoy's co-parenting system. Arcola and NBA YoungBoy started going back and forth on X after she responded to one of his fans who wrote, "Boy, shut up and get them kids. Talked all that shit about Sharonda picking men over you and your rich ass literally doing the same," Arcola replied. And she said, "Aha, this is the one and I'm not the two." So anyways, it went back and forth and the comment began circulating on online, and NBA YoungBoy responded, "Girl, fuck your baby. You would never try again. Tell the world, knock on my door." He then added, "To be honest, you can go back to court, bitch. I'll gladly pay it. Fuck you. I don't play." Dude, okay, this is really badly written. I can't even dumb myself down, but to say fuck your kid to your baby's mama, first off, you got 10 baby's mama, 13 kids, and you this reckless online, so much so that I can't even read. Like, it's so badly written. Oh my god, the education system has failed. What the fuck?
And you see why I don't follow anything that them people be on.
I can't stand Shade Room.
I need a translator.
Listen, I can't stand anything on Shade Room, but this, like, come on. Fuck your kid to your baby mama? You young niggas can't be that fucking gone. Wow.
You know who else is gone?
I know who I'd like to be gone, but who? Chrissy, no?
A 10-year-old Florida boy who was arrested and charged with a felony after threatening to bring a gun to school and writing a list of people to kill.
Why would you make a list? Ain't there an app for that? Wait.
Guess where they're from.
Okay. Florida.
Say what?
There you go. Florida strikes again. In a recent Facebook post, the sheriff's office shared the news of arrest of a 10-year-old Pride Elementary School student.
Wow.
Authorities say that the boy allegedly wrote a threat on a classroom whiteboard with a permanent marker stating that he'd bring a gun to school.
Oh, God. This one isn't black, was it?
He also wrote a list of people he intended to kill on a desk. He was taken into custody and hit with a felony for making a written threat to kill. When in custody, he informed officers that he wasn't that serious, and his parents confirmed that he wasn't in possession of any firearms. However, the sheriff's office said that doesn't change the consequences of his actions. This is another reminder to talk to your kids and teach them this lesson before they learn it the hard way in juvenile justice system.
Wow.
Clock it.
Wow.
Clock that in. Yes, it was
a Caucasian.
Little...
Thank you. Because I don't know, that black man, he scared me earlier. What's going on?
Little Caucasian white boy. The typical, you know.
Of course. I mean, they grow up into larger school shooters. So, I mean, you know. Speaking of people that need to be gone, Kristi Noem. Yeah. Trump fired her ass.
I heard about that.
Getting political, y'all. He fired Kristi Noem. They've been calling her Cosplay Kristi over on TikTok. Because she be dressing up in them commando outfits and standing on immigrants' heads or whatever. Fuck shit these white people be into. I don't know. Let's see. Trump fires Noem. I'm reading this on CNN Politics. Trump fires Noem as frustrations build among White House officials, GOP lawmakers. So he fired her. He fired her in the middle of her... I think she was in the middle of a speech or something, and he was fired.
I cannot.
But, I mean, we're not out of the dust yet, because at this point, the guy that he's putting in her place, I heard, is even worse, even more conservative than her dumb ass. So...
I have one more. My last one. Why Raven Simone got her black ass on a podcast?
I saw that shit. Did you send this to me? Or?
And they had her try to guess a song.
I saw
based
that
on
shit.
the lyrics, and they were hers.
Uh-huh.
And she said, "This is definitely somebody white."
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah.
I gotta walk to work 15 blocks. Just started. I already got hole in my socks. I gotta walk to work 15 blocks. Just started. I already got a hole in my socks. What the hell? This is definitely somebody white.
No.
It's not?
No.
That's crazy.
That was probably the funniest thing you just could have said. Right?
Like, is this the blackest person in the world? Kanye.
Jay-Z.
No.
I know.
I know you know this.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No. It's black people?
Person.
Oh, it's a person.
Black
It's a black person. I gotta walk to work 15 blocks. Just started. I already got hole in my socks.
Got a hole in my socks. I already got a hole. You definitely know it.
I don't. What is it?
You guys want to know?
Yeah,
I'm literally blank.
This is Double Dutch Bus by Raven Simone.
She was like,
that means you didn't write it.
Exactly. But we knew that. I think we did anybody take Raven's singing career seriously? I didn't. Let me say that. I did not. Did you?
I didn't take her seriously. I didn't take the Cheetah Girl seriously. Like, come the fuck on.
That's So Raven was decent. I like watching That's So Raven. I did. And
I never watched it.
I watched the little spinoff where the Corey went to the White House and shit. That was interesting to me. And then what else? Now she's got the Raven's Home, where she's a mom now to kids. That's
Is that
also
still
psychic,
on?
I think. I mean, last time. Well, you know, I never watched the whole show, but yeah. I mean, Google it. But yeah,
I'm finna.
Yeah, because she's still out there. She's still working on her podcast though. Because I saw the video. That little weird faced white woman next to her, is that her wife?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's got a really weird face to me. It's like, it's so strange. Ugh.
Let me see if this thing's still on. Child, no, that shit done got canceled in 2023.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm 3
so
years
what are you
late.
doing now, sweetie?
Oh, that podcast with the weird faced white woman. So, I mean, you know, it's what it is. All right, got anything else?
I do not.
All right, good. Unseasoned behavior. Up next. Back in a sec.
That's inaccurate, Madam Secretary. I'll read from the notice from your agency. Given the immediate action to significantly reduce illegal immigration and border crossings, DHS identified 4 companies. Mm-hmm. 4 of the hundreds of thousands of companies in the United States. You identified 4. Mm-hmm. One of those is this Safe America Media company. Where is Safe America Media headquartered?
I don't know.
I don't know either, Madam Secretary. We can't find it. Mm-hmm. We can't find a website. We did find an address. that's registered for this company. Do you know where that address is?
Is there a problem with this contract?
I'll tell you about it.
According to
Madam
law,
Secretary,
it was done by
the address is registered to a political operative. Madam Secretary, the company, and then I'll give you an opportunity to respond. The company is registered to a political operative in Virginia. Do you know, just by way of example, whether this company that received $143 million in taxpayer dollars, has it ever done work for the government before?
I don't know. I can't.
The answer is it has not. And do you know why we know that? Because it was incorporated 8 days before this contract went out. You want the American people to believe that this is all above board?
Yes,
that $143 million of taxpayer money just happened to go to this one company that doesn't have a headquarters, doesn't have a website, has never done work for the federal government before, and is registered apparently or attached to a residence from a political operative. And of course, one of the subcontractors of that contract, as you know, is a political firm that's tied to you back when you were governor of South Dakota. The reason why I ask these questions is that this is taxpayer money. And I presume, I don't know this for a fact, but Senator Tillis noted yesterday the way in which your agency is blocking the Inspector General from 11 different investigations that it is trying to conduct. I don't know if this happens to be one of them. I certainly hope it is, because eventually the facts will become public in this regard.
When you detain an American citizen, how long do they last?
We don't detain American citizens, and if there's probable cause.
Let me give you, because you are not speaking truthfully under oath. Isaiah Pena Salcedo, a U.S. citizen living in California, was detained more than 70 hours, almost 3 days, even after he showed ICE agents his passport. Are you aware of your officers' activities at our public schools?
Sir, we don't go into schools and do targeted law enforcement operations. We do targeted law enforcement operations like other agencies.
So you're
and law
telling me that ICE
do.
officers entered the grounds of a high school in Minneapolis? That's a fact. Elementary school children in New Jersey are terrified of your agents. When they came upon a school bus stop, they fled. Secretary Noem, these are kids. This is a reckless and out of control agency that you are responsible for. You seem to have no situational awareness whatsoever of some of the most egregious examples of Americans being completely attacked, violated, undermined in accordance with our laws by their own government. And this is what is phenomenal to me, is immigration was your president's #1 issue. Overwhelmingly popular with the American people. But now it's overwhelmingly unpopular. And it's not because you are deporting dangerous people that everybody here wants out of our country. No, it's because you're going into our schools. You're terrorizing our children. You're detaining children. You're arresting Americans. You're breaking into our homes. You're terrorizing our streets. You're violating our rights to peacefully protest again and again and again.
None of
and then
that
when a
is
court tells you
None
to
of
stop,
that is true.
And then when a court
You are
tells
trying
you to stop,
to impede
you
us
violate
from enforcing
judges'
the
orders.
law
Not in
and
a
getting
partisan
dangerous
way,
criminals off of our streets,
Republican-appointed and
so we don't have more
Democratic-appointed.
families like the ones that are sitting
Sit
behind
there
me.
and tell me that
Lost
you are
their children.
responsible
They're gone forever.
for the running of your agency when you're not even aware. Either you are utterly incompetent or you are violating laws with impunity. You should step down from your position. If you don't, you should be removed by this president. And if not, Congress should impeach you.
I appreciate the encouragement.
Marcus has your glimpse into a world without seasoning.
I'm just reading stuff since I decided to Google Raven Simone. Did you know?
Hold on.
She had breast reduction surgery and liposuction because of her weight during Disney,
No.
which was encouraged by the motherfucking adults around her ass. That's fucked up.
I'd imagine even when that Bill Cosby shit was popping off with her, I'd imagine she got all kind of stories that she can tell.
Underage plastic surgery is crazy.
Yeah, the same shit that they say they're doing to your transgender children in schools. You go to school and get a penis. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways. All right. Unseasoned behavior. Somewhere over on White Talk right now, white people are now referring to this period of time in America as being like 1930s Germany or like World War II or Nazis and all that stuff. And I think a lot of you very stupid people need to turn this up right now. Because I'd almost be willing to argue the majority of you honestly weren't even taught about anything else more in depth than World War II. Like, if you think about it, Lyric, I really think that's the range of most of y'all's education and enlightenment. Because I'm over on White Talk, so I'm seeing some of the shit that y'all confessing, and it's a thing.
Like what?
I thought it would be easier the more I talked about leaving MAGA, being a 3-time Trump voter. But I have to be completely honest with you that it's not getting easier, and it actually feels like it's getting more difficult because I'm gaining more empathy.
They're like, when they talk about leaving MAGA, they talk about how their parents were racist and they used to tell racist jokes and nobody,
I left MAGA, and here's why. My name is Jenny, and I am former MAGA. I'm 51 years old. I've only been out of MAGA for 2 years. So I spent the first 49 years of my life in the alt-right, Christian nationalist, white supremacist, prepping community, eventually becoming a Mormon trad wife. And now I've had a very significant change to my life, my ideology, and my politics. A couple months ago, I decided I wanted to write a breakup letter with Donald Trump right after the inauguration. I did actually email this to the White House and print up a paper copy, put a stamp on it, and mail it to President Trump. Has not responded to it, but I just want to read my breaking up with Donald Trump /MAGA letter for you. I sort of wrote this in the tone of like a middle school girl because they're the queens of breakups, right? Hey, Donald. I know you're busy burning food for Gaza and spray tanning, but I needed to sit you down for a minute and talk about us. This isn't easy. We've been together for a while. I stood by you when everyone said you were unhinged. I defended you at Thanksgiving dinners with my Mitt Romney and Joe DeSantis friends and family. I wore the damn hat. I waved the flag. I thought we were building something real. But the truth is, I was in love with a version of you that never actually existed. So yeah, I'm breaking up with you. I left MAGA, and here's why. Number one, you love bombed me, then discarded me, and it feels like I'm going to get whiplash. In the beginning, you swept me off my feet. You told me you drained the swamp. You said you'd protect the little guy. You promised to bring jobs back and make America great again. You talked tough, and I thought that meant strength. But it was all a show, wasn't it? Turns out you didn't drain the swamp. You are the swamp. You didn't protect the little guy. You handcuffed him in the middle of his kindergarten graduation while giving tax breaks to billionaires. And all that greatness, it was smoke and mirrors, staged for the cameras. I thought you loved America, but really you just love attention. You did all of this so that you could stand on the balcony of the White House with jets flying overhead wearing that dumb red tie and misshapen suit so you could post some good selfies to your ex feed. Number two, I lost myself in you.
It's so weird. The boxes and the bubbles that they kind of keep themselves in so that they don't face the outside world. Like, they're saying shit like, oh, well, everybody knows, black people, they're gangsters and all this. Like, oh yeah. They think we're thugs. They think that black women just want to sit back and be greedy and be on welfare, and they just want welfare for everybody.
I did watch a TikTok of an African girl saying that that's what she was taught before she was brought over here, that black people are lazy, they don't want to work, they don't want to do anything. Yet we're the ones who built this country. We're the ones who invented damn near every fucking thing that all these white people are using now to this day.
Yes. And that's another thing. And that's another thing. I don't understand it. Like, there was this one TikTok, I swear if I find it, I'll put it in this clip.
You could have written a book and said, I think that we did a great job ending slavery, which we did. But I don't know if this is just because it helps you become a bestseller, but you add this line, the tyranny of imaginary guilt. You're a Christian theologian, and you're saying we shouldn't feel guilty at all about 3 million Africans being taken out of their homes and moved to across the Atlantic? The guilt is imaginary? Why can't we have guilt and also believe everything you just said?
First of all, we can only feel guilt for something we did.
We did. We did take 3 million people out of Africa.
You and I didn't. No, you and I didn't. I can lament what some of our ancestors did. I can't feel guilty for it.
So that means hold on. So you're telling me with a straight face, you don't take pride in Britain, in us defeating the Nazis in World War II? You've never taken pride in that?
I take pride in it. I admire the fact of what
How can you take pride in it? It's not us.
Well, no, of course. I can't claim the credit for having done that because I didn't. My parents did. I didn't.
We as British people take pride.
Only indirectly.
So why can't we take guilt indirectly?
In terms of guilt, because you cannot be guilty for something you didn't do. You can be responsible for the effects. You can't be guilty for it.
But you can take pride in something you didn't do. But you can take pride in something you didn't do.
Metaphorically. So I prefer to talk. I prefer to use the word admiration now.
So y'all didn't make no fucking plans. Y'all didn't even plan to wash your ass. We taught white people how to wash their ass.
And still, y'all still aren't doing. Y'all not doing it.
Y'all still don't do it right.
You're not doing it right.
Oh, okay.
It stinks. So the thing y'all don't realize is that everything else in your education, in your public school education, was glossed over. Them bitches love bringing up the civil rights movement, and y'all hoes, y'all be like, I have a dream like Martin Luther King did or whatever, but you never actually learned your history. You didn't read about the Tulsa Massacre or the Ruby Ridges. You didn't read about that. You never learned about what led up to bad things like the Civil War. You never knew. You never knew. You never looked it up. Sure, you heard about the Underground Railroad and how great it was. Sure, and yeah, you know about the women's voting rights movement. Yay, shake your titties, grab your ballots, and everything was great, and everybody lived happily ever after in your little white world. But you never actually read about all the people in your own systems that were doing horrible things to fellow people. And right now, y'all have all been able to live in this, this systemic bubble. You know, it's just surrounded with people that specifically look like you. And y'all all have these privileges, especially if you live in a community where you have zero proximity to anybody from any other marginalized group. And this is crazy to me, but I realized that, I don't know, people's experiences and education is the reason why, I don't know. It's the reason y'all can only refer to this being like 1930s Germany. But let's be perfectly clear. Like, this is every day for everybody else that don't look like you. Y'all are seeing it now. And ICE showing up in Minneapolis isn't because of immigration or race. Well, I mean, it is, of course, but Minneapolis was specifically targeted because white people dared to disobey. That's just it.
Yep.
Y'all disobeyed Orange Daddy, and now you're getting your lickings.
Not Orange Daddy.
Listen, because you think that you're protected because you live in a white community or you make 6 figures or 7 figures, but you're not. You're not, because you're not the right kind of white. Bottom line, they coming for you if you don't comply. And it's hilarious and stupid because the term white was made up and started being, I guess, used regularly after Bacon's Rebellion in 1700s by white wealthy colonialists to get control of their poor farmers. That's what they were doing. They were rebelling and setting shit on fire because they were pissed off. They kept fighting like natives for more land, and it was a trickle down. Y'all eventually got the wealth from them. That is how you've been able to maintain. It's not that black people are lazy or that all we want to do is eat chicken or whatever other fuck shit y'all be coming up with that are stereotypes about us. But we still overcame every single time. And we will continue to overcome every single time. But yeah, no real point to that rant. I just kind of wanted to get it out of my system because as I've been over there on White Talk, it has been mind-blowing to watch these confessions. Y'all just go over to TikTok when you get some time. Type in Leaving MAGA or Leaving MAGA Confessions and just watch through some of those videos, just how unhinged some of these people are.
No lies told.
And they are so, like, they come crying, talking about they're not being accepted back into the community after they voted for Trump 3 times. And I have to say that I'm as forgiving as I try to be. I will never forgive. I don't have that in me right now. I don't.
It's gonna take some time.
No, I think this is pretty
Forever.
much done. Yeah, this is it. Y'all made y'all's choice, and you did it again in Texas. Because don't think I did not see that Jasmine shit. Y'all pulled.
I was waiting for you to talk about that.
I'm not. For what? We all know what it is. Did you look at the breakdown? 93% black people once again. So we do our parts. Anyways, Wi-Fi's up next.
They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. I will prevent World War III from happening. We will stop it. I love solving wars. You know why? I like stopping people from being killed. My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. A short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran.
America fired a $4 million missile to shoot down a $20,000 drone. That interceptor missile that America fired is going to take years to replace. Iran has thousands more drones, and they can make 500 per day. You do the math. Because this is the most important number in this entire war that no one is talking about. Iran's Shahid drone cost from $20,000 to $35,000 to build. It's a one-way suicide drone built off the back of a truck with off-the-shelf parts. Literally a flying bomb. It's simple, it's cheap, and it's replaceable. The missile America shoots to fire it down is called the Patriot PAC-3 Interceptor, and it costs $4 million. Every single one costs $4 million. So if you do the math, that is a 114 to 1 cost disadvantage to the U.S. And I don't think y'all are understanding because the U.S. is already going to lose this war. Those Interceptor Patriot PAC-3 interceptor missiles, yeah, U.S. can make 600 per year. Thousands have already been fired. And analysts are saying that Qatar's Patriot supply can run dry in days. And the U.S. is stonewalling Gulf states asking to restock, but there are not enough to go around. One defense analyst put it quite perfectly, saying that it's like using Ferraris to intercept e-bikes. And Iran has warehouses of e-bikes and can continue to make 500 e-bikes a day. And let's be very real, Iran doesn't even need to win a single airstrike to win this war. All they need is control over the global economy, and baby, they've already done that. The Strait of Hormuz is a narrow waterway, 21 miles wide, and roughly 20% of the world's oil supply runs through there every single day. Not just Middle Eastern oil, baby, the world's oil. Let me help you understand. 1 in 5 barrels of the world's oil on this planet move through the Strait of Hormuz. And no alternate routes exist for Gulf energy exports. And Iran didn't even have to block it. All they had to do was send a few drones to the strait, and immediately insurance companies stopped covering any ships that tried to pass it. No insurance, no transit. Just like that. The world's most critical energy choke point literally brought to near zero traffic, just like that. And baby, we're already seeing the effects. The oil has shot up 25% in prices over the last few days. Shipping rates for oil tankers have hit an all-time record high, 95% up in just a weekend. And major shipping giants have canceled operations. Analysts are warning that if the strait stays closed, oil barrel prices will get to $120 per barrel. And baby, that tips the entire global economy into a recession. Now, Humpty Trumpty is saying he wants to use naval escorts to get the ships through. But analysts are already asking, and other people are asking, does America have enough naval tanks to do that? And keep fighting the war in Iran at the same damn time? The answer right now appears to be no. So it's looking like the only way that the USA and Is Not Real could win this war is with a ground invasion. And baby, a ground invasion is a goddamn fantasy. Have y'all seen Iran? Iran is not Iraq. It's not Syria. It is a land of mountains. And these mountain ranges cover the entire northern and western regions, with elevations of over 10,000 feet and very narrow passages. Natural-made choke points that would swallow armies whole. The United States has never successfully occupied a mountain country, a mountain land nation in its entire history, its entire modern military history. Has not happened. Not Vietnam, not Afghanistan, never. And guess what? Iran didn't just rely on its natural mountain ranges to be part of this military war plan. No, baby, they built inside those mountains. Because inside of those mountains are missile cities. Yes, missile bases carved up to 500 meters deep into those mountains. Dozens of entrances to those bases spread hundreds of meters apart. That means destroying one entrance does not destroy the base. We could unveil a new missile city every week for the next 2 years. So a ground force entering that terrain faces Iranian military that will disappear into these tunnels, right? Submerge themselves, disappear, and then re-emerge somewhere else. Iran has interior supply lines, reverse units, logistical depth that no other army, no foreign army can match on foreign soil in that type of terrain. The U.S. has conducted nearly 2,000 strikes on Iran in the name of Is Not Real, just since this war started. And as of this week, the IAEA has confirmed that none of Iran's nuclear installations have been destroyed, or even hit, for that matter. So before you let the news convince you that this is going well, please understand the math is not mathing. The real math does not lie. This is a war that was lost before it was started.
Why do you have roaches?
The why file.
Why do my children hate me?
On WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Why did my vagina burn?
The truth is out there.
Explaining the unexplained. We're answering why to the questions you want to know by taking your skeets over on Blue Sky at WRTR Radio. And we also take your emails at WRTRradio@gmail.com. This is the Why Files. Remember, the truth is out there. What you got, Miss Lyric? You going first this week?
Sure. My why comes from me, as usual. Why do black people always got to be the savior, the hero for every fucking thing? We're tired. We're tired. We're tired. Don't ask us for shit else, because we gonna say fuck you.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been watching other videos too, and I've heard people talking about how, well, we tried this integration shit and it didn't really work out like that. I mean, but what do you do next? What do we do next?
Mind our black business.
I mean, we've been doing that, but just as far as like, it's so, y'all have just disgusted me. My God. Let's see. Which one do I want to do? The Brenda or the messy one?
Be messy. Why not?
Well, I'm not being messy. Somebody said this email says read this is anonymous, but I know this email address and you just being messy. The question is, why doesn't Marcus see it for feet? What's wrong with men with foot fetishes? That is hilarious. You should see Lyric's face.
What the fuck?
Right.
Why does he have to be obsessed with feet? Everybody don't like feet.
Exactly.
Especially the ones I see come across my motherfucking timeline. You lucky I don't show them to you. Because you're my friend. I'm not going to send you certain shit. But the ones that I seen yesterday, get the fuck out my face.
Gross.
Them shits, he took them damn socks off them feet. And somebody in the comments said, damn, them motherfuckers got homemade cleats. They literally had like bunions or whatever the fuck that shit was coming out the sole of their foot.
Okay.
Get away from me.
So my thing, I don't have a thing with people with foot fetishes. My thing is that if you have a foot fetish, it's not going to work with me personally, because I think it's disgusting. I think feet are disgusting. They're constantly touching something that's dirty, which is the ground. Your feet touch that all day. They're in shoes. They're in socks. They're constant, like, it's a bed of bacteria to me. So I don't see it for feet because that's like, I don't know, but it's still, it's weird. But
you're going to tell me who asked that when we get off.
But then it's just like, okay, so with feet, y'all sit there and like I've been, well, okay, I'm ticklish as fuck, so that's not going to happen. Like, that's not going to be, I'm going to want to laugh. And if we're being intimate and I'm just sitting there, like, how turned on are you going to be? So that's not going to work. And then the way that y'all be getting into feet with these fetishes and stuff, y'all want to sit there and sniff them. Then you want to go up in betwixt people's toes and shit. Like, what? Find something to do. Like, find something else. Anything else.
I don't understand toe sucking. I don't get that. I don't get that at all.
I don't find feet attractive, and they're horribly dirty. I mean, I'm a gay man. You know, a lot of y'all don't like to keep that area clean either. So I'm just not with y'all in bacteria. Sorry. So that is the answer.
Hilarious.
And that wraps it up for this week's Why Files. Always answering why for you on the socials. News Make You Nauseous. Up next, you got another one since that
I sure the fuck don't. Next.
Oh, okay. Be right back.
Next.
I'm 65 years old. I'm legally blind. I'm on disability. I went to my doc and I lost 28 pounds in the last year. I did not need to lose 28 pounds. I did not try to lose 28 pounds. I lost the 28 pounds because I cannot afford to eat anymore. Under Biden, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Under Biden, I was able to put $100 a month away for food, along with my SNAP, and I did okay. I could get fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, and meat. It is just me. But now, with grocery prices so high, propane, electricity out of this world, I now only allow myself $65 a month for food.
Sharon, are you on SNAP benefits?
Let me tell you, under Joe Biden, I received $80 a month for SNAP. That was taken away from me under Donald Trump. He took it away. He gave me $24 a month. I did receive that for a couple of months. Then he took it down to $12.50 a month. I said, screw you.
News to make you nauseous on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Let's go.
Ugh, yuck.
What?
That shit just made me think about that foot I just seen. I literally just seen it, yesterday or the day before, and I almost threw up. It was that, I think it was on, was it TLC? Where they be going into the podiatrist place, and they show you the most weirdest, nastiest like foot conditions they possibly can.
What do you be watching?
And I almost threw the fuck up.
All right, news to make you nauseous. What do I say? These are some of the stories you might not read about in the New York Times, the Washington Post, or the Wall Street Journal. It's news to make you nauseous. So, my story is Say What? Washington, D.C.
Say what? Oh, Lord. What they done did now?
Did you see the video that I just sent you, Lyric?
Hold on, let me see.
According to Reuters, I mean, y'all can see this over on Reuters, but I saw it live. What the shit is that on his neck? What is that on his neck? Y'all's president is literally rotting before our eyes.
Oh, no.
Do you see? What the fuck is that?
It's The Walking Dead. He's turning into a zombie. That's nasty.
It's all up the side of his neck and shit. What the fuck is that? Ugh. Just nasty. See, this is what happened when you that full of hell. All right, so according to Reuters, White House says Trump using preventative skin treatment for neck rash offers no other details. He
can't say what he don't know about. He don't even know what the fuck that shit is.
He is falling apart, and they do not want to admit it. That man is so riddled with dementia and just crazy looking. That neck rash looks awful. What is that? And then you combine that with his hand that's basically falling off. What the shit? Ugh. Just a nasty old troll. U.S. President Donald Trump is using a preventative treatment for a red rash on his neck, according to a physician. Okay, words mean things. Preventative means that we shouldn't be seeing this.
How are you preventing it and it's there? We can see that. We have eyes.
It's out there. That thing
you see how
announced
they put
itself.
Shit in the media like we supposed to be stupid.
Right. Just nasty looking. Ugh.
I guess it's AI. They're going to try to say it's AI.
No, of course not. Because Trump is literally 79. He is falling apart. So, anyways, bruises on his hands, swelling in his legs. He's got
Melania whooping that
ass. She's not. Did you see her try to run that meeting?
That's why she don't want him touching her ass. She's like, I don't want what you got. You old nasty.
Right. Ugh. And then people said that he stinks and he smells. Ugh.
He has a boo-boo problem. We all know this. He shits on himself all the time.
How you that much better than everybody, but you stink? Ugh. You literally stink. You stinky bitch. Ugh. That's my news to make you nauseous. You got one?
I'm sorry.
Because what the fuck?
I gotta stop laughing. Oh my God, that shit is nasty.
It is awful looking. Do you see that? Ugh.
Y'all just keep sending nasty shit and talk about nasty shit.
To look like that and stink and to have that rash? Oh my God. That is nightmare. Imagine waking up to that. Ugh.
Well.
Okay.
Say what, Ohio?
Say what?
Okay. A 35-year-old white Ohio woman.
Oh no, not Becky.
Is facing criminal charges.
Oh no,
after
Sarah.
hospital staff at Nationwide.
It ain't on her side.
Children's Hospital in Columbus reported that she allegedly injected a foreign substance into her child's IV line while the child was hospitalized. Wow. Surveillance video reportedly captured two separate incidences on February 6th and February 8th of 2026, during which the mother is accused of introducing fecal matter into the IV connecting her child's hand.
Okay. So Trump is shitting and she plugging it in children. Okay, sure.
Her own child at this.
Wow.
According to law enforcement and news reports, hospital personnel first became suspicious on the 6th when they observed her manipulating her child's IV. Staff alerted authorities and she was placed under hospital watch. On February 8th, surveillance footage allegedly showed her entering a bathroom with a cup.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Retrieving fecal material and using a syringe.
You dirty bitch.
using a syringe to introduce that material into the IV line before exiting the area. Police were called and detained her shortly thereafter. She was arrested and charged with child endangerment and related offenses. Bond was set at $250,000, and a judge ordered that she has no unsupervised contact with minors if released. Court records indicate she is scheduled for a preliminary hearing on February 19th. Officials have not publicly disclosed the nature of the child's medical condition, the child's current health status, or additional investigative details, citing privacy protections, of course, because child's a minor. Prosecutors are continuing their investigation, and further charges or updates may be forthcoming as the case progresses.
Nasty ass hoe.
You did that to your own child, young. You shit in a cup. Put a syringe in that cup. Shit. drew that shit up the syringe and injected it into your child's IV line. You know what?
That just why? Okay, so you remember what happened? Where are all the men in white coats that they used to tell us about? Because when y'all used to scare me into trying to be straight, it would be like, okay, well, you're crazy if you're gay, so people in white coats are gonna come snatch you up because you're crazy. Where are these white coats for the actual crazy people out here?
First of all, I have a problem with specifically one part in the story. Now,
I have a problem with the
they
whole
said,
story.
I know, but hear me out.
Okay.
If you first became suspicious on the 6th and you placed her under hospital watch, how the fuck on the 8th was she even able to do that? Is what I want to know.
Sounds like they need a better security department, the security system, period.
Because what the fuck you mean?
Exactly.
Who was watching her?
Why wasn't CPS called the moment that y'all suspected foul play with a woman there with her child? So, okay. But again, this is that bubble that we talk about. Because had it been a black person, thank God it wasn't, because we don't do fuck shit like that. But had it been a black person, y'all would have been looking at them just for no reason. But because she's lily white, nobody cares. They just sitting there putting boo-boo in the baby's IV. So, anyways, if you want these and more nauseating news stories, make sure you follow us over on the socials at WRTR Radio. You can also follow me on TikTok at the Marcus Smoot. That's TheMarcusSmoot.
Oh my God. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook at Lyrical.
Cause what? Oh my God.
We got so many things we can call this show off.
Oh God.
Alone. Oh my God.
Boo boo in the IV. I mean, it's
Honey
all around.
boo-boo.
Oh no. Oh no. All right. Okay. Real talk.
Why the mother look like a grown version of Honey Boo Boo though? No bullshit. What the fuck?
Oh my God. Is that Honey Boo Boo? Wait, what?
No, it's not Honey Boo Boo, but it looks like.
Oh my God. And then you know somebody's looking at this picture. You know somebody knows her in like real life, and they were like, "See, I told you that bitch was crazy." Look.
Classmate, of course.
Of course. She looked like somebody I went to high school with. Anyways, all right. Up next, Real Talk. We'll be back in a second.
And the president would take us back to those ugly days when you could call black people N-words with impunity, when you could demand that black people show respect that was not deserved, when black people were relegated to the back of the bus, they were relegated to the balcony of the movie and the bottom of the jails. This is unacceptable. Black people are not going back, Mr. President. Black people are going to move forward with the rest of this country. And I'm giving notice today that we will not tolerate this level of injustice emanating from the highest office in this country, from the presidency. People are waiting for us to let them know that we don't agree, and this is the best way to signal to them we don't agree, with articles of impeachment, where we can make our case, explain it to the public, and then take a vote on it and show the public that a majority of the people in the House of Representatives differ.
Did you know that the Attorney General position only exists because of black people? Yeah, let's talk about it. The Attorney General position wasn't strengthened for comfort. It wasn't expanded for political loyalty. It wasn't carved out so presidents could have their own personal legal shield. The role started in 1789 as a legal advisor. Small government, basic function, you know the drill. But that version matters, because the one with teeth actually came after the Civil War. Slavery ends, white terror explodes, and states refuse to protect black citizens. Local courts are compromised. Voting rights are being crushed before they can even breathe. So in 1870, Congress creates the Department of Justice and expands the Attorney General's authority. Why, you may be asking? To prosecute the Ku Klux Klan, to enforce the 14th and 15th Amendments, to override state-level corruption. That's the spine of the modern DOJ. It exists because this country had a crisis of law enforcement integrity. Not that much has changed. It exists because local power structures were weaponizing the law instead of enforcing it. Now that origin matters because then the cycle repeats, right? We have the civil rights era, governors blocking school integration, DOJ stepping in. And then we have the Voting Rights Act enforcement, there's the DOJ. And then Watergate, DOJ again. Because the president tried to use the Justice Department as his own personal defense team. The country watches how easily the system can tilt towards loyalty over law. And from that moment on, the expectation becomes clear. The Attorney General is supposed to serve the Constitution first, not the president, not the party. So when people evaluate anybody sitting in that chair, that's just the backdrop, you know? That chair was reinforced to confront white terror. It was reinforced to check state corruption. It was reinforced to prevent executive overreach. It was not reinforced to become an extension of it. Pamela Joe. And when the office starts feeling politically entangled instead of institutionally grounded, the tension makes sense because the DOJ was created to restrain power when power abuses itself. That's the weight. That's the point. And that's why the system gets scrutinized so heavily when the tone or the posture feels misaligned with that origin. The Attorney General's office wasn't built to protect authority. It was built to challenge it when necessary. And that's the standard.
Keeping it 100. It's Real Talk. On WRTR, Real Talk Radio. We keep it real.
You just claimed that she had a cup filled with fecal matter, mixed it with...
Why is her last name LeSueur?
LeSueur.
Syringe. Now, a judge set her bond at $250,000.
Like sewer?
If she gets out, she cannot have...
Her name is Tiffany LeSueur.
Appropriately named. The universe cackles again.
Reporting live in studio tonight, Rodney Dunnigan, ABC 6 News.
My mother is in the...
All right. What are we real talking? Is it your week or mine?
Yours.
Oh, well, shit. Okay, so I got these cards, right? How deep will you go? So,
Hold on, because I didn't even read like the whole joint. I just read like the headline. I cannot believe her name is Tiffany LeSueur, and you put boo boo in your baby's IV. That is crazy, yo. That's crazy. Like, oh.
And you look like Honey Boo Boo.
I cannot, bro. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Oh,
this
God.
Lord, am I in the right timeline? I can't possibly be in the right timeline. I can't. I must have went to sleep one night and just woke up wrong. Like, this feels like some bullshit.
We're dead. I told you, we're dead.
I can't believe this.
All right, so it's got 3 different levels. Icebreakers, confessions, and getting deep. So
Lord.
We'll pick one of every. We'll pick one question of each. All right, so icebreakers. Tell me when to stop.
Okay. Stop.
All right, so this one. What's something simple that makes you smile?
Something simple that makes me smile. When people are considerate.
Something
manners.
Yes.
Manners.
Something simple that makes me smile. Hygiene. Yep. Hygiene. When you don't stink, I genuinely want to be around you. Simple, right?
Okay.
All right. Confessions. Or do you want to do another icebreaker?
Do another icebreaker.
All
We have time.
All right. Ready? Tell me when.
Go for it.
All right. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Ooh, I have so many. I have so many.
Stinking. No.
My biggest pet peeve is when it's not my biggest. I have a lot of them. This is one of them. It might sound stupid, but I can't stand when I go into the store and I hold the door open for somebody and they don't fucking say thank you. That shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like, why are you walking in here like you're the king of Zamunda or the queen of Zamunda, and you don't have the decency to say thanks for holding the door, appreciate that, or anything? Like, who raised y'all?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
I can see that. Huh. I'd say my biggest pet peeve outside of hygiene would be stupid shit. Just dumb for no reason. Like, just looking no further than beyond what is fed to you. So the absence of critical thought.
People who choose to be ignorant.
Yes. Biggest pet peeve. All right, confessions. Ready?
Oh, shit.
Tell me when.
You're going to be shuffling for a minute. Go ahead. All right. Shuffle, and stop.
All right. Oh, shit. It's the same one at the beginning of the show. The misunderstood boundaries. Hold on. All right.
Oh.
Ready? Go.
And stop.
All right. What's something meaningful to you, but not to others?
Something meaningful to me,
but not to other people.
Let me ponder on that for a minute. You go first this time.
All right. Meaningful to me, but not others. I would say my photo albums, my pictures and stuff. Because they represent a large part of, they're my life, my experiences, my fun times, my growth, my evolution. Like the Apple photo reel, I'm able to go back 10, 12 years, 13, 14, see where I started versus where I am. It, kind of helps me, especially as I'm going through therapy and, just working on different parts of myself. It helps remind me of how far I've come in between those sessions when sometimes I need a gentle, boost or reminder. So
that's a good one. That's a good one. I had to say my art.
Work.
That's something that I picked up while we were all in quarantine. I started canvas painting, and not a lot of people know that I do it, and I don't talk about it a whole lot because it's just something that I just wanted to do, and I felt like I connected to doing it. And it was more so of something that I used to ease my stress. And when I was going through heavy depression, I was basically painting my feelings in a lot of my work. So that's meaningful to me because not a lot of people would know that I actually do that.
I learned something about you today too. All these years of friendship and still finding out in different shit.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do a getting deep. Get one last one. Ready? Go. Tell me when.
Now.
Okay. What do you owe yourself?
Forgiveness.
What are you forgiving yourself for?
For tolerating things that I should not have over the years. And not being, not standing up for myself in certain situations like I know that I should have. And being a people pleaser without standing my ground, which did not help me in any ways. It always benefited the other person more so than me. And allowing people to drain my energy and not fill my cup up, if that makes sense. And always being there for other people and not having that same thing in return in the past. So I blame myself for a lot of things, and now I say it's time to let go of that stuff and realize that I'm here, I made it, I'm stronger, and that's not me anymore, and growth. So
wow, I would say that I'm down that lane too. I owe myself a break because I have been through a lot of shit that has broken so many others. And, I look around, I see people still struggling in some of the things that, I've had trouble with in the past. I see, different manifestations of people's trauma. And it's eye-opening, of course, but I do owe myself a break, not as compared to them, but just to remind myself that I have come very, very, very far, And
I like that.
I can let things go when I need to.
We should pull another one. That was a good one. Pull one more.
Okay, one more of the Getting Deep.
Sure, why not?
We'll name the show that, Getting Deep.
That sounds crazy.
Balls deep. Okay, wow. Here you go. Read that one.
We have to express how we really feel about each other. We do that all the time.
I think we do. So, can't do that one for a podcast.
You said something wild.
That did. Describe your favorite moment in life, and how does it feel now?
That's not really fair to say. I'll describe the most recent favorite moment in my life was me walking across stage to graduate college for the first time at 40-something years old.
Never too late.
Thank you. That was very exhilarating and a proud moment for me because literally I made the decision to go back and try and finish school at my most lowest point in life where I was dealing with a lot health-wise. And to know that I accomplished that in an accelerated program at that and still managed to get all these advanced achievements from my classes, basically a straight A student, through the hardest time in my life, I am very much so proud of that moment. And to look back on it, because it just feels weird. I remember it, but I was just living in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And it just felt so good to experience that for the first time for myself. So, yeah.
You worked it out.
That was cool.
I watched.
Yeah.
I watched you. It's on YouTube, y'all. Okay.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. No.
I was up there clocking
You were. I was like, please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall.
Oh, no, I was not going to fall. I wasn't wearing no heels, honey. I don't do no heels. Maybe I had on flats. I knew we was going to be standing for a long time, and I said, no, ma'am, no, sir. I ain't going to be wearing heels. I'm going to be wearing flats, nice and comfortable.
I knew you was going to look good.
Yeah.
I didn't know how good you was going to look, though.
Mm-hmm. My hair was lipped and my jewelry was on 10, so that's all that mattered to me. Don't look at my feet. I'm short. Mm-hmm. My robe covered my feet anyway, so I wasn't tripping.
Well, I hate feet, so anyway. No, so keeping on that same recipe, recent memory. Something that I'm proud of. Forgiveness of myself and validation. Like I finally feel, I validate me. So I don't, not going through the same shit.
Period.
And I've, recently just went back and read some of my old journal entries and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Been a long time, but I'm getting there. Woo.
Ain't that wild though? Sometimes I be hating Facebook, but I love it too because it's always good to laugh at yourself because you don't realize how corny or cringy or weird you were until you go back and you be like, your Facebook memories and see how you used to type certain shit and it'll be like, I can't believe I said
yes.
That was so cheesy. Ew, corn on the cob. Like, stop. But bro, we're older.
It is.
We're wiser.
Middle age is so weird. I hate it. Ugh. Who wants this shit? It's trash. Get it out of here.
I be cringing so fucking bad sometimes. And sometimes I just be laughing because I'm like, I don't know where I was in that time period in my mind frame to make me want to write some corny shit like that. But okay, girl.
It's fine. Grow. And with that, we are wrapping up this week's episode of WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Yes, indeed.
Find us on the web. WRTRradio.transistor.fm is where you can find us all on the apps. Everywhere. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Any last words before we get out of here, Miss Lyric?
Just watch your kids when you have them in the hospital and yourself because people in the hospital these days stripping a parent.
They be putting boo-boo in your baby's IV. God damn.
Or they giving you extra medicine so they can touch on you.
Oh my God.
It's crazy out here. Be safe.
Yep, definitely. And we'll holler at y'all. Well, when we holler at y'all.
Bye.
WRTR Real Talk Radio.
This week's show featured work from TikTok creators Brute America, Ashley the Baroness, Official Fine China, Total Hypocrisy, It's Tea Time, Goddamn Liberal Bitch, Grow This A Spiral, Outfoxed, Dr. Larry Speaks Truth, CA Governor, Kiki Ray Real, Now This Impact, and NBC Washington, using our platform to always amplify your voices.